Blob wants to touch the ocean floor. This noodle should reach the bottom. Blob jabs the noodle into the water. The noodle just keeps going down. Poof, the whole noodle disappears. Blob just shrugs and walks away. So what is actually down there? Most people picture empty, dark water. Maybe one lonely, scary fish floats by. That is the whole boring idea. Brainy squints hard, unconvinced by that. That lonely fish idea is very wrong. The ocean's deepest spot is enormous. Scientists call it the Mariana Trench. Let's stack some monuments to measure it. One monument barely makes a dent, so we keep stacking more on top. Now stack about 20 of them. The top monument still stays underwater. That is how deep the ocean gets. Tiny Scientist has a much better plan. Behold, the wobbly depth elevator. It has buttons for every ocean floor. Sunlight, Twilight, Midnight, Abyss, and Hadal. Brainy clutches a nervous pressure gauge. The gauge needle is already sweating. Everyone climbs inside the wobbly capsule. Tiny Scientist smashes the sunlight button. The whole capsule rattles and dings. The doors creak open on floor 1. The elevator doors creak open again. Welcome to the ocean's sunniest floor. This is the sunlight zone, folks. 0 to 200 meters deep. Bright enough for plants to live. Think of it as the ocean's kitchen. It's basically the whole food factory. Meet the tiniest chefs in existence. Phytoplankton. But let's call them plankters. They're smaller than a grain of sand, but they feed practically everything down there. Watch them toss out food confetti. They basically never stop making it. Almost all ocean food starts here. No sunlight zone, no dinner anywhere. That confetti doesn't just disappear, though. It slowly drifts toward the deep. Scientists call it marine snow. It even looks like tiny snowflakes, except it's dead plankton and gunk. Gross snow, but somebody's got to eat. It falls for miles into darkness. That's dinner delivery for the deep. Everything up here eventually falls down. Sunlight zone creatures rely on this too. It's basically an all-you-can-eat, but we've barely scratched the surface. Watch this crumb take a trip. There it goes, drifting into darkness. Let's follow it down the elevator. The elevator hums into deeper blue. Sunlight is basically gone now. Welcome to the Twilight Zone floor. 200 to 1,000 meters deep. Just a dim, moody blue glow. Everyone here has huge cartoon eyes. Bigger eyes help catch tiny light. The pressure here is already brutal. Like 20 to 100 atmospheres. That would crush a soda can instantly. Something weird is lurking near the elevator. Meet the vampire squid, everybody. Its name is way scarier than it. It doesn't even hunt like one. No blood, just floating ocean junk. It fishes with sticky little filaments, like a built-in snow lasso. Then it snacks on the snow. Now watch its scaredy cat trick. It flips its arms inside out, like turning a hoodie inside out. Then it flashes little blue lights. No ink, just a disco arm show. Total drama queen of the deep. But this zone hides something bigger. Meet the humble little bristle-mouthed fish. There might be quadrillions of them. Possibly the most numerous vertebrate alive. 90% of ocean fish live here. This whole zone is one giant party. Blob sinks past 1,000 meters down. Welcome to the midnight zone, everybody. No sunlight has ever touched here. Tiny Scientist's flashlight just died. Great. Now we're all blind. Something glows softly in the distance. Meet the anglerfish and its lantern. That glow is actually living bacteria. Brainy tries selling them tiny batteries. The bacteria do not need batteries. That glow lures in curious prey. Then that mouth snaps shut fast. Fishing rod built right onto its face. Now say hello to the sidekick. Its mouth is basically a suitcase. It can swallow things twice its size. Down here, food shows up rarely, so that suitcase mouth stays ready. Snacks are scarce, so waste nothing. The water is also fridge cold here. Pressure here could crush a submarine, over 100 times normal pressure, so bodies here stay soft and squishy. Stiff bodies would just get crushed. Everyone here also moves in slow motion. Slow metabolisms save precious energy here. Notice how many creatures here look red. Red light never even reaches this deep. So red is basically invisible down here. Red is this zone's sneaky invisibility cloak. Down we go, past 4,000 meters. Welcome to the abyss, everyone. Still zero sunlight, still totally dark, but the pressure just got way worse, 600 times the surface pressure now. Food is even more scarce down here. Something weird stands on the seafloor. Meet the tripod fish on stilts. Those fins pump up like bike tires. Then it stands stiff like a statue. Those stilts stand a few feet tall. Now it just waits for dinner. It can wait for a very long time. Standing tall means catching drifting food. Look, tiny vacuum cleaners on the floor. Those are actually sea cucumbers cleaning. They inch along, slow and steady. Suddenly, a giant shadow drifts overhead. A whale skeleton is sinking down. It lands with a soft, silly thud. This is called a whale fall. To locals, it looks like pizza delivery. Suddenly, the whole neighborhood shows up. Everybody wants a bite of this. One whale can feed this place for years, a rare feast in an empty desert. Even ancient blob crashes this party. Down here, patience always pays off. The abyss hides more surprises below. Our depth elevator creaks even lower. Now we hit the trench zone. This crack is deeper than mountains are tall. Down here, pressure gets ridiculous. Air-filled bodies just get crushed. Watery bodies barely notice the squeeze. Meet the deepest fish ever found. Say hello to the Mariana snailfish. No scales, no glow, just squish. Pressure here would pop a submarine. Yet this little fish just dances. Even the elevator cable looks nervous. Barely anyone has explored this deep, yet somehow trash still found its way. Weird right back to wonder then. This little floor is truly extreme. Okay, time to ride back up. First stop the stilt-walking fish. Next up the fishing lure forehead. Then the snow-eating little vampire. Finally the sunny plankton chefs. Every floor has its own specialist. The ocean is basically an apartment building. Every tenant fits its floor perfectly. None of these floors are empty. This building is most of Earth. Over 95% of it. Almost all of life's space is here, and a tiny fish handles it all. Pressure that would flatten a snack can.